Welcome to Informatica Cloud 101 On-Demand course. In this module, we will see how you can automate tasks using schedules and task flows. And we are also going to look at how you can monitor Informatica Cloud activity. After completing this module, you will be able to understand how to set up tasks to run on a one-time or repeating schedule, understand how to group tasks to run in a specific order using a task flow, and monitor Informatica Cloud activity via email notifications or the Informatica Cloud mobile app. You can use schedules to run tasks or task flows at a specific time or at a regular interval. You can create schedules from the Configuration tab, Schedules page, or when you get to the Schedules tab of the Task Wizard for any type of task. When you create a schedule, one of the key things you will define is the repeat frequency for the schedule. The options you can choose from are: does not repeat. This means that the task or task flow will run only one time at the time you specified. Every n minutes. This means that the task will run on an interval based on a specified number of minutes. You can adjust the value of the repeat frequency to 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, or 45 minutes. So the most frequent schedule would be every 5 minutes. Hourly. This means that the task will run on an interval based on a specified number of hours. The minimum value is 1 and the maximum value is 12. Daily. This means that the task will run once each day. The start time of the schedule determines the time that the task starts each day. You can specify if you want the task to run every day or only on weekdays. Weekly. This means that the task will run one or more times each week. You can specify the day or days of the week the task will run on. Monthly. This means that the task will run one time each month. There are a couple of options there. You can configure, for example, the task should run on the last Friday of every month, or on the 15th of every month, etc. So just to review, depending on which repeat frequency you select, you will need to define one or more additional options for the schedule. You can also configure a blackout period for your org. A blackout period prevents all scheduled tasks and task flows in the org from running during a specified time period. I will now demonstrate how to enable a schedule blackout period for your org and where to review your org schedule offset and update your time zone. In this demo, we will create a reusable monthly schedule and enable a schedule blackout period. We will also review users' time zone. Log in to the Informatica Intelligent Cloud Services and select the administrator. Click Schedules on the navigation pane and click the New Schedule button on the upper right corner of the screen. Enter the schedule name and specify the start date in the Start Date field. Select the time zone and from the Repeats drop-down, select Monthly. In the Repeat Frequency option, we will configure the task to run on the last day of every month. From the Repeat options, select the Repeat Indefinitely option and click Save. To enable a schedule blackout period, select Schedules from the navigation pane and click the Blackout Period button on the upper right corner of the screen. Check the Enable Blackout checkbox and select the dates for blackout period. For this demo, we will not save the blackout period. Hence, click Cancel. However, to save the blackout period, you must click OK. To enable a schedule in a task, go to the Data Integration Services and select Explore from the navigation pane. Select the default project folder. A list of available tasks appears. The task could be of any type. For this demo, we will add a data synchronization task. Right-click on the task and select Edit from the drop-down. From the synchronization task, select Schedule. In the Schedule Details field, select the Run this task on Schedule radio button. From the drop-down beside this option, we will select the schedule that we created earlier. By clicking the New button, we can create a new schedule in the same way as we did earlier. Now we will review a user's time zone. To do so, click the user icon on the top right corner of the screen and click Profile. From the Time Zone drop-down, we can select the time zone and click Save. This concludes the demo. The next topic in this module is on task flows. A task flow is a group of tasks that are set up to run together in a fixed sequence. It is important to point out that the tasks do not run in parallel. They run sequentially in the order that you define. So they are very commonly used for a group of dependent tasks. For example, if you want to replicate data to a flat file, then run a task that uses that flat file for lookup. Obviously, it's important both tasks are run in that order. You can add any type of task in a task flow, like data synchronization, data replication, mapping configuration tasks, etc. And a task flow can be run manually or in a schedule. Also, there is a Stop on Error option, which allows you to stop subsequent tasks in the task flow from running if an error is encountered while running one of the previous tasks. So that's something you can optionally turn on for each task in a task flow. I will now demonstrate how to create a task flow. In this demo, we will create a task flow. Log into the Informatica Intelligent Cloud Services and select the Data Integration Service. To create a new asset, click New on the navigation pane and select Task Flow from the asset list. Select Linear Task Flow and click Create. Specify the name of the task flow and retain the default location. You can also choose to run this task on schedule. However, for this demo, we will not run the task on schedule. In the List of Task field, click Add Task. Select the project where the desired tasks are. Here we will select the default project. From the list of available tasks, choose a task and click Select. To add another task, again click Add Task and select the default project. Choose a task and click Select. For the first task, check the Stop on Error checkbox and click Save to save the task flow. This concludes the demo. So far in this module, we have talked about how you can automate your tasks and task flows. Well now, how do you monitor without logging into Informatica Cloud and watch the activity log all the time? One option is to use email notifications to monitor that activity. These can be set up in two places. They can be configured at the org level, which would apply to all tasks or task flows in the org, or at the individual task or task flow level. It gives you the option to send out an email message when there was an error and the task failed outright, when the task or task flow ran but with a warning, and also for successfully run tasks or task flows. Here is a screenshot of what an email notification looks like for a task warning email message. You can see it includes some information about the task, including the number of rows that failed to run. Then if it's for task flow, it looks slightly different. It includes the status and results at a high level for the task flow. Then it also gives you some more detailed information about each task in a task flow broken down. I will now demonstrate how to configure email notifications at the org level and task or task flow level. In this demo, we will configure email notifications at the org level and for a task. Log into the Informatica Intelligent Cloud Services and select the administrator. From the navigation pane, select Organization and scroll down to the default email notification field. Here we can specify an email address for failure notifications, success notifications, and warning notifications. Click Save to save the email address. Now we will configure the email notification for a task. To do so, go to the Data Integration Service and select Explore from the navigation pane. Select the default project and choose a synchronization task. right-click the task and select Edit from the drop-down. Click on the Schedules tab and observe the email notification option. By selecting the first option, we can use the default email notification option for the org. By selecting the second option, we can use custom email notification option for this task. We can specify an email address for failure notification, success notifications, and warning notifications. This concludes the demo. We do have a mobile application as well. It's available for iPhone and Android phones, and it works on all Informatica Cloud editions. What you get in the mobile app is the last 24 hours of the activity log. It allows you to look at task details and open and view error log files. It also allows you to restart any task from your phone as well. So here are some additional screenshots from the iPhone. This is the task details page. You can see the restart button in the upper right corner of the app. The other screenshot shows the confirmation pop-up when you are restarting a task. In the first lab, you will create a schedule. In the second lab, you're going to create a task flow from some of the tasks you created earlier. This concludes Module 10. This module showed you how to create a schedule, create a task flow, and monitor Informatica Cloud activity using email notifications and the mobile app.